Welcome everyone again at Taraka Railways. Thanks for joining me. So today we're going to look at a Bachmann locomotive. Now I don't have many Bachmann locomotives on my layout, but I do have some running stock of Wren and Bachmann in the mix, but mostly generally I'm stocking only Hornby locomotives and running stock on the layout. So today's Bachmann locomotive is the JM, and it's also the J72 LNER of 1976. So it was the old tooling and not the new tooling that we are featuring today. So this is a very unique hybrid locomotive, and this is the British Railways NER style E1. And the locomotive running number is number 69023. So having a look at the little logo on the layout, it's really a little great feature to add on the layout and to add to my collection of locomotives for sure. And I got it from a friend of mine, this locomotive, Richard. And Richard, if you're watching, thank you once again. This is a great addition to my layout, and thanks for fixing it up a bit. And I will cherish it forever. Thank you so much. All right, so if for those that don't know, Richard is a close friend of the family, and Richard is actually helped me with electricals and when we initially started the layout. And Richard is now no longer working in South Africa, but he's working in Dubai, so he only comes to South Africa maybe once or twice a year, and it's only for 3 days, so we don't see him that often anymore. But yeah, he was been a great instrumental help when we did the startup of the layout, especially for me, and also buying off some of his stock originally. So that's the history there. So that's where I got this logo from. So if you look at the logo, you will see I did add some lanterns on it. I've seen a sample of the locomotive with the lanterns, and I just thought what a great way to view the loco as completely fully running with the lanterns. So if we look at the logo here, you can see wear and tear from 1976, lettering a bit missing, the numbering, the line a little bit damaged there, and paint from wear and tear and touching the loco there. But generally the loco is in a good condition overall. I can just maybe dust it off. But the lanterns that I added is a great addition to it, and it's what I've seen a live video of the loco, and I just couldn't resist putting those lanterns on there. And then just a great loco. Look at the cab, look at the chimney, look at the handrails, just great finishes from Bachmann on this loco, and the red rod, and obviously the bogie and the buffers there, all great finishes. And the cab windows and the little cabman was also already fitted in the little loco when I got it from Richard. So so it's a little cute little loco, so I use it around the layout to pull express coaches and also some of the LNER normal coaches as well as the BR coaches. So having said that, let's look deeper into the history of this locomotive and how it became. So let's have a closer look to the J72 hybrid LNER BR NER style E1 steam locomotive by Bachmann. So the Northern Eastern Railway Class E1, classified as Class 72 by the London and North Eastern Railway LNER, is a class of small 060T steam locomotives designed by Wilson Horsdale for shunting purposes. They had inside cylinders and Stevenson valve gear. They were a development of the earlier NER class and LNER class J71s, the 060T. A total of 113 locomotives were built. The J72 were built between 1898 and 1899. 20 locomotives were built by NER at Darlington Works, and 1914 20 locomotives were also built at Darlington Works. In 1920, a further 10 locomotives were built at Darlington Works. In 1922, 25 locomotives were built by Armstrong, Whiteworth and Company. In 1925, 10 locomotives were built at Doncaster Works. In 1949 to 1951, a further 28 locomotives were built by British Railways at Darlington Works. This is a rare, possibly unique example of a locomotive class which was built completely unchanged under pre-grouping, post-grouping and British Railways administration. Locomotives numbers 68670 to 68754 were all in the pre-nationalisation stage. Locomotives 69001 and 69028 were all part of the newly built locomotives. Number 69023, departmental number 59, was purchased by Mr. R. Ainsworth. It is owned by the North Eastern Locomotive Preservation Group. In contrast to the normal black paint finishes, this locomotive operated a hybrid Lner, NER and BR apple green paint scheme. It re-entered service in 2010 and visited many heritage railways. Locomotive number 69023 is now based on the Wensleydale Railway, but returns to the NELPG's base at Hopetown Carriage Works, Darlington, for winter maintenance every year. So, overall, a great locomotive on the layout, and I think you'll agree with me, it's really great and it suits my era very well, and I really enjoy having this little loco on my layout, and it also has now sentimental value to me. So thanks everyone, and stick around and just have another look at the loco running on the layout as it was running in its last final years. Thank you so much for joining me once again, everyone, and I hope that you had fun. And if you are a current subscriber, thank you for that, and I appreciate you. And if you are new to the channel, welcome, I appreciate you. And also, if you'd like to give it a thumbs up, and while you are here, kindly consider subscribing to my channel to helping it grow. Thank you so much once again. Take care all my best, Elizabeth.